We're never going to build it
No,
all
it
to
isn't.
This is
begin with.
bad finances.
We got to move on.
You're
Carbon
selling the farm.
footprints, carbon taxes are foreign concepts to most. This is a very complicated issue. We know the words might not be understood by most, but what does it mean to our pocketbooks? At the end of the day, is Ontario going to buy into all this, Alex? Are they going to buy into the cap and trade?
Cap and trade is a fantastic idea, and I'm glad to hear Kathleen Wynne announcing it, but I feel like it's deja vu, because didn't you first announce this back in 2008? And it was a deal with Quebec back then too. So this is another example where Liberals make the same announcement over and over again, and they do nothing. Yes, we keep being told that somehow Kathleen Wynne's going to be different than every other Liberal government before her.
She is.
I'll believe it when I see it. I think, and so far we haven't seen it. There was no plan attached, no money's put aside for it. This is a very hollow plan. It was just about Kathleen Wynne coming out and being able to say, hey, I'm green, but not really.
I would agree with you, Alex. It was a very, very vague announcement. No numbers, no plan announced. Okay. What was the point of bringing it up if you don't have anything to substantiate what you're talking about? I don't understand. Is it another trial balloon,
No,
Ron?
she did say that more information is coming up.
Sure, more information is coming, but why not wait until...
You've had 8 years.
Are you trying to deflect from everything else that's happening?
Here we have a premier of this great
One.
province of Ontario who has the courage to come out and talk about the environment. We have had so many parties, your parties, talk about saving the planet, saving the environment.
Well, that wasn't us.
Get her done, Ron. Go out and get her done.
You've come out and said, oh, we're going to do this and do that. This is a party that talks the walk, and it's going to happen. This is a cap and trade with Quebec. California has it. California has it. Now we have to get the country on board to do this.
We don't have to get the country on board, and you will not get the country on board because the government of Canada will not do it.
I think what's interesting here too, this has been a long-time platform of the federal NDP. Of course, Trudeau is completely silent on it. And that said, it's because there's been no leadership at the federal level. I mean, Conservatives are just as much to blame.
We're not to blame. We're saying we're against
provinces. That's why you see provinces coming about trying to hobble together their own plan. On the world stage, we look awful. We do need cap and trade. I don't trust the provincial Liberals to get her done.
Oh, I do. I do.
I think it's time to shape up or ship out.
And it's not just for corporations. It's not just for corporations. You're going to pay another. You're going to pay another 3 cents a liter for gas.
Right now, we have companies.
Are you ready to pay more for gas?
If my air is going to be cleaner to breathe, not only for myself, for future generations of this
Ron, can
province.
you tell me which corporations are going to be exempt from this cap and trade system? Because you know there always are certain industries that are.
I don't believe that there are any that are going to be exempt that are spewing out pollutants.
You're telling me that the ones in Quebec that are exempt, the aluminum industry, it's not going to be the same here? Not like that we have that exact industry.
Under cap and trade, you have a cap on how much you could spew out into the environment.
There are exceptions.
If you want to spew out more, then you have to pay for it.
I'm sure the New Democrats can talk to them about how to have a solid plan in place so that there won't be any holes in it, Tara.
Sure.
As long as they listen to the New Democrats and not the Conservatives, we'll get it done right.
All I'm going to tell you is that it's going to cost us, the taxpayers, more money.
We've said many times, I don't think there's a Canadian out there that doesn't want to leave a greener planet for their kids and grandkids and such. That being said, do we trust the government with our money?
You know, there are times when we do have to look at the economy as well.
This is people we vote in to lead us in. Hopefully, this is the
process
plan.
of elimination.
Yeah. Well, this is the plan. I mean, we're going to allow companies to do it on their own without any.
You've been allowing companies.
I trust government over a private corporation. When we're talking about the environment, you know, companies don't regulate themselves. That's where communities have to get involved.
And I'm quite certain that the Liberals are going to allow different companies to continue with their pollutants because if they're in an area where there's too much,
they're going to be paying for it.
Let's move from pollution to sex. It's in the news again. Sex ed. Queen's Park. Once again, we saw the news coverage of lots of protesters down there. Some are